going on, everybody? Welcome back to the shop. As you guys saw last time, we were working on getting Jake's floors figured out. We just got the burnout Camaro to fire for the first time. Did a few Supra TLC, if you will. But today we're hoping to actually finish on the driver's side of Jake's truck and take the Camaro out for the first drive. It's not gonna be a long drive, a glorified walk down the driveway and back. Really just for the sake of breaking things in and making sure that, you know, everything is working properly. But he's getting a coolant temp gauge set up right now so that we can see the actual coolant temperature of the engine, because we're not trusting the factory sender and gauge so much right now. As soon as that's done and the car's warmed up, we're gonna take that thing out, but I do wanna check Jake's progress on this, because there's a lot on this truck that we haven't filmed that we've kind of missed over the last few weekends. But yeah, check it out. And he's finally got the floor pretty much all done through the inner fender well from underneath. Got structure under here now. There's no light shining through. And of course, we got our hockey puck and mud flap mounts. We went out and bought a semi mud flap, hole punched a few pucks out of it, got an actual puck, made a sandwich, and ended up being a little tall, so we just put one piece on the bottom and then the puck. But I mean, with that, it honestly ended up real nice.
Yeah, when I went ahead and did that for the spacing on the plate here, I set the puck on, jacked this up, realized it's like right there.
Right there.
Right there, just perfect
Sick.
height for this. So just ran a bevel on it and just burned her in on the inside.
So what, you just gotta finish up around the edges now, and
I think all I'm gonna do here is just seam sealer.
Seam seal it.
Yeah, because the welds are on the, you can see here.
Yeah, but once we finish burning this in, I think it'll kind of be time to come over here and start working on this structure, get all this crap cut out, rinse and repeat what we just did over there, and we'll have a good truck again. That's the story on the truck for now. And before Tanner drives off, I want to go run over there and check that out. But coming a long way on this, so we'll see where we can get to by the end of today. Hello.
Too hot today.
Yes.
Too hot today. 95.
Oh man, it is spicy in here.
But you know it's not hot?
What, the engine?
Transmission fluid, because we got a transmission cooler installed.
Nice. How's the temp?
Temp's doing great. Thermostat opened at 180.
Love how this is mounted.
It didn't get much hotter than 180, so I put the fans on just to make sure air is getting pulled through here. And it stayed at 180, so happy with that. Here's a new transmission cooler. It's like 11 by 11 or something like that, so it's huge. And hopefully it's not going to be too cooled. I don't know if that's a thing though, for transmissions, but...
Oh, it definitely is, but I don't think you'll have to worry about that too much, especially with how the weather's looking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be driving it much in the fall anyway. It's mainly just a summer car, so when it gets cold, it'll get put away, but...
Yeah, then...
I mean, yeah, my favorite part about this though, if you come out this way, you can't tell that there's a cooler there at all.
No, not at all.
Stock.
This is funny as hell. I want that to stay there. You're not going to be able to use your wipers.
I don't have a wiper motor in anyway, so...
Well,
can't.
hopefully it don't rain. I got the same problem in the Supra, so there we go. We're dry boys.
If it rains, there's either going to be no hood or a hole in the hood, so it's not much of a rain car anyway.
Sick. Well, so what, can we drive it?
Yeah, so I need to go get a jack and bring her down off the stands, check transmission fluid, fill as necessary while it's like level. I realized I was measuring it while it's like this, so that doesn't make sense. This might be cool enough to top off our coolant too, because we lost a little bit with our sender install.
Hell yeah. Well, sick. Let's bust all that out, because I wanna go for a cruise real bad. We are way too lazy to move the jack all the way over to that garage by hand, because it's like 90 degrees. We're using the truck. Excellent courier service. I guess moment of truth. Swallowed a few quarts of ATF4, but showing in the dipstick now, so everything's looking good. Just for the shot. Dude, sick.
Get in, buddy.
Damn, I remember pushing this into my shop like a month ago or so.
No kidding. Let's see what happens. First drive in 8 years. I mainly just want to make sure that it can shift into second, into third, down.
Yeah.
Testing transmission right now, making sure everything is happy, and
out good brakes?
Yep.
That's important. For a second.
Waiting for it. Not finding second yet. Yeah, it doesn't want to shift.
Well, it's on finding first.
It does. Like, it doesn't shake, it doesn't pull yet. Like, I don't know, it seems like it handles fine. Power steering works great. You only need first and reverse to do burnouts,
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
so still technically the first drive.
Feels good to be in it, moving it under its own power. I do agree with you though, this thing needs an exhaust now.
What was that?
This thing needs an exhaust ASAP.
Yeah, that does.
It did stay nice and cool.
Yeah, yep.
Nice. That's convenient.
Yeah. It's pretty nice there, huh?
Totally keep that there, 100%.
For a while, yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
even if we did like actual like hood gauges, that'd be sick.
Yeah. We'll see.
Rad. Well, nice. Big. Huge. Dude. Stoked. That was rad.
I got shit in my eye.
That's not so rad.
We might need to reshoot that.
Keeping it in. But no, yeah. Camaro test drive went good. Good. It felt good doing a little shakedown.
It made it down the road and back. One of the front passenger front tire is low.
So that must be why we were pulling a little bit.
So yeah, on the way back.
Yep. Yeah, so far we have tested first gear. We were about a quart low, come to find out, on trans fluid after we got it run, kind of worked its way through the trans and the cooler. So we're gonna throw another quart in it and see if it'll catch second. But it felt really good.
Yeah.
I mean, like for first drive, just after dropping the engine in, like that felt really good. I always say that first drive is like the best. You'll never have another drive as good as that first one. It's for me. But maybe you're.
Wait till I hit second.
Yeah, just
That'll
wait.
be the best drive. Best drive until I hit second.
Fair. But yeah, and then that first burnout's right around the corner.
500 miles later, man. The 501st mile will be a burnout.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Well, Willie is getting super close on this thing. It looks like he's just has to do a few more plugs, extend a few more wires, then we can go ahead and set this freaking relay box in the trunk and never touch it or look at it again unless he blows a relay or a fuse. But hopefully we don't have to deal with too much of that anymore. Always a pizza break thrown in there somewhere. But it's about time to throw that extra quart or two, depending on how much it needs, into the transmission of the Camaro, and I want to try to take it for another drive with Tanner quick. We want to see it shift into second. That's like the goal for the second drive here, is to catch second gear. If that works, then like there's a few loose ends to kind of tie up till we can start doing the 500-mile recommended break-in period from Blueprint. But yeah, dude, bring the rain, bring the fire.
No.
That was anticlimactic. Damn. Everything look good on the dipstick?
Yeah, yep. We're a little over full, but I think that's fine. As soon as we get the converter spinning, it might pump more into there, so.
Cool. Heck yeah. Well, you ready for the second drive?
Let's try it.
Let's do it.
Still doesn't want to shift.
Yeah, I wonder.
This should be shifted by there.
hit the drawing board and see what's going on. I'm sure it's something simple, but whatever reason it's not wanting to shift out of first. Either way, I would consider this a success. We just drove all the way down the gravel, all the way down that street. Kind of what we were doing pulls in the Supra for the first time, and it did wonderfully. So I'm incredibly happy about that. And the cool thing is, if everything goes right with Willie's car, we'll be able to drive the GS2 today. So yeah, freaking cool. 2 birds with 1 stone, and then Jake's getting one side of his truck done. That's 3 birds with that stone. Dude, it's looking good. Dude, shirtless wiring is the move.
Dude, it's so hot.
I have to blur your whole body out.
All right, so this is my relay block, and we decided to take it out of the front of the car, put it in the back of the car. If you want to do that, you gotta
do this.
Cut it all up and do this.
Yes. I think it looks good, man.
It's like it was definitely a rush job and not completely thought out. If I do it over again, it'll be better.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see if it works. So, next step is to take that, lay everything out, get the fuse box / relay box put in the trunk, get all the legs of this harness to where they need to be, and start the car, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Cool. Well, let's see if that works.
Oh, hey.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
It's in, pretty much.
Yeah.
You gotta pop a hole, but, you know.
There's an example of one of those pucks. Yeah, just nice hole saw and
yep, 3-inch hole saw
and
a hockey puck. It's like the perfect diameter for each other.
Yep, and you got yourself a body mount. Rad. Look at that.
Yep, this side is worse.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
I got safety splints on compared to your riot shield. Yeah, oh yeah, oh my goodness. So you're just gonna replace this whole piece. You can fill this gap, right?
Oh yeah.
Just fucking.
Oh yeah, totally.
Featuring the back of Jake's head.
Yeah, the cue ball, the watermelon.
Michael Jordan. Kind of like that. So we still have our negative undone, so there's nothing, no power running through anything, but this is kind of what it'll sort of end up looking like. We're coming with a mount situation for the box itself, but that's it. Everything plugged in, all these beautiful Deutsch connectors, got everything labeled. Oof. Yes. So instead of the fuse box, now that's what you'll see. Beautiful. Finish laying this out, and then probably jump back into it once it's fully in the car. You guys kind of get the gist of what needs to happen here, so bust it out. I gotta let the camera charge anyway, so y'all get to skip ahead. And the rinsing and the repeating of the other side is continuing.
Fan road salt.
Just gonna plate this side then? Seam seal the hell out of it?
No, I'm gonna redo it just like I did on the other side. I'm just not gonna cut nearly as much out.
Sure. I suppose you don't need to like frame this side either, so.
No, I'm probably gonna frame it too.
Oh, do the same thing?
Yeah, well, I gotta frame it because there's gonna be no floor structure right here otherwise.
Yeah, that's fair. So it'll look almost exactly like the other side.
Yep, like absolute garbage.
I hate you.
I hate me too.
And it's nighttime. Always nighttime. So hopefully we'll at least, I don't even know if you can see me, hopefully at least we'll get to start this thing up today. Might not drive, but she'll start. What do we have left, Willie?
Just one connector.
One connector.
And then the negative terminal on the battery.
Yeah. And there are a lot of bugs, especially once we brought the lights out. It got significantly worse, of course. But we're gonna try to get this done. That way we can have this running by the end of this weekend. Get everything put back together just to pull the engine and trans to do a clutch. It'll be fun. But then it'll have relocated fuse box. It'll be easier to pull the engine and trans out when we go to do the clutch. And we put everything back in, that new manifold, injector, turbo, piping, all that stuff be much easier to do now that there's not a whole bunch of crap in that corner of the engine bay. So, I mean, there's positives to this.
So yeah, it sucks right now. Then we're gonna turn up the boost.
Well, that's a good sound.
We'll see, dude.
Nothing?
Yeah, it didn't kick the starter.
Well, yeah, no crank. We got lights and things are turning on, but wasn't commanding the starter, so we'll check into that real quick, see if we missed something. We'll see what's up. Oh, you might be a little screwed there, bud. Oh yeah, look at that.
Good as new.
Good as new. That's if you want to keep welding. It's like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah. I don't know, I think I made pretty decent progress.
Yeah? I mean, this side's already kind of coming together. This side's together. You're not seeing light coming from the inside, and that's that was the point of this. And like, shoot, once this is back over it. Dude, yeah. Yeah, my dogs are barking. This working into the night stuff is for the birds. So, see where Willie gets with this, but probably be next weekend before we get to go driving. Wow, we still need to pull the engine and trans out and do a clutch on this thing. I kind of forgot about that. So it's looking like that starter issue on Willie's car might be a bit more of a rabbit hole than we initially thought, so we're probably gonna end up calling it here. I'm exhausted. Jake got a lot of progress done on the truck. Willie got super far on that. I mean, the harness is in the car, things are connected. I think we just need to chase down some wires, but that's either here nor there. We'll pick this up next weekend. Thanks everybody for watching. If you liked what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.